Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Caesar. Hope you're having a great day today. Welcome to Airport CEO, a game that I've been wanting to play on the channel for a while now. I have a ton of hours in the game, so I know what I'm doing for the most part. It's been a little bit since I played it though, so I'm sure there's some stuff that I'll mess up along the way. But decided to start an airport here today. It's kind of based in like the Las Vegas areas. It's a very deserty area, so I think the logo is pretty appropriate. Hidden International Airport, I think, is a fantastic name if you were to ask me, then it's a good name, but who knows? But I say we get started, and while everything loads up here, of course, we have a large map, keeping everything on moderate. $2 million emergency events are rare. So let's go ahead and get started. While everything loads, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and all that mumbo jumbo. Please leave a comment down below and let me know how your day is going, Trying to milk some engagement out of you. That actually took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take to load in, but we're finally in. And we're going to start off pretty simple. We're going to follow the tutorial along, make sure everyone knows what's going on here, and we're going to be good to go. Obviously, our airport is closed, everything's closed, and that's pretty much what it's telling us there. So welcome to your airport grounds. Is this your first day on the job? Then let's get through this short introduction together. Sounds fantastic to me. All right, let's go. This is the build panel where all airport-related structures and items can be found. Some objects are not yet available and need to be researched. Yep, we have to hire regular employees. They'll sit at a desk and they'll do some research for us, which is really good. It'll get us some new stuff to use. This is the management panel. Shortcut is equal, don't matter. It's the most important panel covering all aspects of being a CEO. The first tab is the dashboard. It's pretty much where we get all of our general information. Can I not click on this? Does this look different? Why does this look different? Oh, no, I'm not. I never use this panel, but you pretty much get general information on things like that, but it's not really important if I'm being honest. All right, from the economy tab, pretty much you can see you can manage your fees here once you hire a CFO. You can see if you're actually making money or not. You can accept loans here. I usually don't take them because I play kind of carefully, and then I just fast forward if I'm profitable, so I don't have to deal with a lot, but that's kind of how that works. Now, construction tab, it's going to walk us through pretty much hiring people, right? So let's just skip through all this stuff here again. There's no reason to mess with that. Yep, skip all that stuff. We'll figure it out together later on. All right, airports are complex megastructures, so it's best to start with a small airfield when learning the basics of airport operation. Not operation, whatever I said. Remember that you can view the checklist at any time by pressing the checklist button next to the close button. You want to make sure you have completed the next steps. All right, if needed, you can find a detailed tutorial panel in the management. Good luck. All right, we have an operational delivery site, so we don't have to do that. For some reason, that's in there as a task, even though they already have it done for you. I don't know, it's kind of weird. All right, prepare for construction. Let's sign a contract with a contractor. This is how we get workers. Without a contractor, we can't have any workers here. Now, they offer you a couple of different deals. You can see here, they'll give us 70 contractors for $9.02 each. $9.20 each. This one will give you 113 for $6.07 each. Why somebody would go with the 2-star one ever? I have no idea. Just sign with Berkeley. You'll save a lot of money. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and deploy here. Go into Operations tab, Construction. We're going to hit the max button and just deploy everybody. We'll keep everybody deployed for now just because we need to get things done. But once they're here, we speed up here a little bit. You'll see a bunch of buses pulling up, and all of our awesome workers are going to be here. All right, so now we're going to start working on general aviation. And to do that is pretty simple. All we need is a runway and some aircraft stands, and that's pretty much it. And you pretty much have a functioning airport. Which I know is kind of crazy, but it's how easy the game is to get started anyway. Definitely once we get further into the game, things get a little bit more complex, but I figured we'd put out a first episode of just getting the initial stuff started and see how this goes. I don't know if I'm going to play this long term. If you guys like it, then I'll keep playing it on the channel, but I'm kind of taking a couple of days here to upload random games. Well, I guess I don't want to say random games, but games that I don't usually play on the channel to see if you guys like it, right? Because, there's no point of playing something that's not going to be watched on the channel. So I'd rather just not do that. We'll rotate it to make sure aircrafts are flying in from right to left there, just to kind of soothe my OCD, if I'm being honest, and that's about it. So is that good there? Once we place this, we can't really move it because it's very expensive to move this kind of stuff. It's 150 grand. We're not going to have money for a while after that. I'm trying to be very careful. So we'll have some path coming down, and we'll have a terminal build. I think we'll just build this towards the top, right? No, because if we go towards the top, we're going to run out of space real quick, and it's going to be kind of our own fault. We'll go about there, and that'll be fine. All right? We got our small runway. Now we got to place some aircraft ramps so the airplane can actually get off of these ramps. If not, it's not going to, you know, be able to get off the ramp, I guess. And put this at the very edges there, and that's perfectly fine. All right, what does it want us to do now? Now it wants us to do some taxiway. Taxiway. Okay, we'll just go... I think we'll go... I'm thinking, okay, hold on. I'm thinking. Okay, I know this wants me to do more stuff, but like, I gotta think about where I want to place things before I just start plopping things down. So if we have aircraft stand like this, for example, honestly, this could be way up here. But it needs to be able to connect to everything. So these could technically go like this. And that'd be fine, right? For general aviation, it doesn't have to be too complex. Honestly, we're going to get rid of general aviation pretty quickly. So we're going to start setting up infrastructure so we can be ready to actually, you know, build actual things that we want to build for our airport and not worry about general aviation for too long. So they want us to build 5 stands. I think that's fine. Let me get more foundation for the taxiway first, and we'll bring this down a little bit. I think if we go 5 by 10, was that 5 by 10? I have no idea. No, it wasn't. It was, there we go. And then we'll just go like this all the way across. Like that. Perfect. And then always got to make sure you connect the stuff. I've been several times where I mess this up and I don't connect any of this, and it's and I'm wondering why everything's broken. But that right there will keep your runways running smoothly right there. Pretty much telling it where the airplanes can and can't go is what that is. Okay, so we have this bit of runway, and now we're going to grab our aircraft stands. And I think we're going to just go with, yeah, we're just going to go with the asphalt ones. There's no reason to start off with the basic, with the, you know, cheap ones, I guess you could say, right? And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's all they want us to do, but I think we'll go 10. I think we'll go 10. Yeah, we'll go 1. Oh, probably not there. Let's, can we cancel this? How do we cancel this? There we go. We'll place 10 because we're going to need them anyway. I'd rather just have them down ahead of time. There's no reason to wait for it. All right, we're going to let the game run in the background to make sure everything's kind of building while we do this stuff. Nothing's going to get built. Air control tower, you can honestly just shove it in the top corner and never think about it again. You'll obviously get bigger ones in the future that allow more airplanes and things like that, but you don't need that stuff at the beginning. You really don't. It's kind of more of a waste of money. Airport infrastructure. We're going to go in here and grab some service road and just kind of connect this all up. Make sure that goes nicely. Eventually, we'll need connections to the outside world of this area, so we'll have to be careful on how we plan this stuff. For now, we'll just leave it like this since we don't need any outside connections yet. Once we do, we'll, you know, take a look at that stuff. Let's turn on our runway. Oh, we can't yet. Oh, it's because this side's not built yet. Okay, we'll let the game run. Well, the game runs, we can actually look at a couple of different things. I picked up a mod, which I don't know where it would be if I'm being honest. I think it's here. Yeah, there's like the airport markings and things like that. I don't know if that's actually it right there. There's like a mod for airport markings. I don't know where they appear in here. I'm sure we'll find them eventually, but it'd be cool to figure out where they are. But we'll be sure to use our own branding all over the place just to make people know, like, hey, this is my airport, all right? You're going to cause problems here, you're going to have problems, you know, so. Don't know what I'm saying. All right. So we can finally get into general aviation, which is really fantastic. Yep, got to go into operations. So make sure we open up our airport, open it for general aviation, and now we're technically up and running. But what's going on here? Oh, we got to connect this stuff up. That's what I'm forgetting. Let's get our taxi pathway. Connect this like this. There we go. Make sure it's all connected here. If not, we're going to get screamed at again by the game. All right. Now that that's done, we should be able to open the runway and then open every single... Oh, they open automatically because they're already set to go, which is very, very good. Now, these are set for general aviation, but I'm going to set them up for regular people. I mean, it's probably not the way to say that, but for passenger, for commercial flights, Even though it's not set up yet, I'm going to leave it like that for now, though. Now, because we have everything open, all we have to do is wait for 5 flights to land. And I'm excited to see where our first flights are going to come from. Because we're based in Las Vegas, technically. But obviously, we're not Las Vegas International or whatever it's called, but... All right. They're coming in from Williston. Where's Williston? Is that a place? I've never heard of Williston, if I'm being honest. Apparently it's up to the northeast a little bit from where we're located, so who knows. All right, I have to wait for 5 planes to land, so I'll come talk to you here in a couple of minutes when everybody's here. Actually, no, while we're doing this, one important thing we got to do is make sure we're building a nice fence around everything to keep animals out. Because if animals hit your, get on the runway and stuff like that, they can cause pretty much big car accidents and things like, not car accidents, but like, plane crashes and things like that. And you really don't want that because, well, you don't want planes to be crashing all over your land here, right? So I guess that kind of makes sense. The way we'll do this, I think we'll keep it simple. And we'll go about there. And we'll just follow this all the way around like this, just to make sure we have a bit of a border here until we get an actual building here. I think we'll just go till about there. Just for now, because I'm not sure where the building's gonna go yet. Like our initial terminal, so I'm gonna leave space like that. This will at least keep the animals from wandering in from this side. And we'll just deal with the consequences from this side, I guess, because I haven't done that. Hopefully it's not too much of a major thing. Every time when you're zoomed out, I thought those were a bunch of animals already running across the runway. I was like, wait a second. Where do those animals come from? I was like, what is that, a herd of deer just stampeding the runway? What's going on here? They look like little ants walking around, though. All right, looks like we're ready for general aviation stuff, which means we need to place a gate. Place at least 1 fence gate to make it easier for your contractors to pass certain areas of the airfield. This is pretty much I think this is our checkpoint thing, right? I think. I have no idea what this is for. Our small private aircraft. Yeah, I know what that is. Place at least 1 fence gate? That just sounds so random, the way they worded that, but... Okay. Just place it right there. Even though it's not going to be connected to anything, we'll still place it there. There we go. And we'll just let that go, and that should be able to get everything connected. Okay, there we go. Now, we need to... Okay, so here's where we actually got to get stuff connected. So it's a good thing we left some space over here. We're going to go into our infrastructure tab, which is going to go get our service road, which is here. And now we have to figure out how we want to connect this up. Obviously, we want connections to the terminal that's going to be over here. But we also got to have a connection into the airport with some service roads to make sure we can have, everything flow nicely. I think we'll just go straight through here. I'm going to pause the game while I do this, just to make sure I have this right. Then we need the checkpoint. Which, honestly, if we just put the checkpoint, like, here, I think it'll be fine. If we got to move it in the future, we'll move it, but I think it'll look nice to keep it in the middle. This might be a bad idea, actually. Yeah, that will absolutely be a bad idea. Let's not do that. Let's let's remove all of this. And then we're going to wrap it around to the left here, just to preserve enough space here to do everything else we got to do here. I think we'll go... Okay, can I see a little bit, please? There we go. I think we'll go with something like this, maybe? Yeah, we'll get rid of that road. And then we're going to grab our service road and then just run it through here. As soon as they get rid of that last piece of fence there that's kind of in the way, we'll be able to do this. There we go. And I think we'll just bring it all the way down like this. And then we'll move all of our worker infrastructure stuff just to kind of keep that all central over here on this side. I think that's going to make a little bit more sense with what I'm trying to do here. I'm hoping this works. Oh, I probably should have left space for the checkpoint itself. You guys probably saw that and you're like, hello, dummy. Oh, no. Okay. What if we just put it down here? Right? Like, what if we just put the checkpoint right here? What if we just go get rid of that, right? Grab our checkpoint. And if we just put this right here, then it's set in place, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. This will be our central connection into the airport, and I think that'll be fine. We'll place that there, then we'll grab our service roads and just kind of paint those in, or don't want to say paint, but place those in. Sorry guys, can start working on this, and that'll be fine. All right, constructing refueling services is pretty much what it wants us to do. So that's what we'll start working on. Now that this is getting done, yeah, that'll get done. All right, refueling services, pretty essential. Obviously, airplanes come in and they'll pay you a set amount that you can change in your operations tab. Again, economy tab, we change our fees here once we get a CFO, and you can charge different things for different services that you offer. Obviously, the better your airport is and things like that, the more, you know, different companies are willing to pay for stuff like that. So that's kind of pretty nice. Anyways, fuel stuff, airport infrastructure. We're gonna grab a fuel depot. Oh, this wants us to do the vehicles first. That's fine. We'll get vehicle depot. I think we'll place this over here probably. Yeah, why not? We'll place this here. I'm thinking as I'm like holding this here, so that's why I'm not placing it yet. But I think for now we'll just place that there, and that'll be a good starting point for that. And then we'll start getting the fuel infrastructure. So this wants us to get a small avgas, almost said AV gas, avgas depot here. And I want to go central with this, but I don't think it matters. It really doesn't matter, but you know, it's part of the OCD thing. That's really cool. Yeah, they look like little bugs walking around, the people. It's like a very top-down view. It's like a perfect top-down view. See that cow? That cow will crash your airplane. So you got to be careful with that cow. Wow, everything's not building because we're still waiting for things to be built here. What's going on? There's definitely supposed to be something there. It's supposed to be some service road, right? Oh, right here maybe? I have no idea. What's wrong with this? Oh, this can't be right up on this? Oh, this needs to be public road here. That's why. Okay. We'll dismantle this. And then we'll put public road here. And that should fix the issue. I think. I actually don't know why this is doing this. Is this public road? Yeah. Bam, like that. And they'll bring in the stuff, the materials that we need. Just hopefully soon. Why hasn't that avgas thing been built yet? Oh, it has. Oh, this needs to be on road. Yikes. Okay, expensive mistake, but it's something we have to do. Okay, what's going on here now? I'm kind of confused. Shouldn't this work? Why is that grass under it? I have no idea what's going on here. Okay, let's remove all of this here. Okay. And we'll redo this. This should work though, shouldn't it? Shouldn't this just turn into a service road now because we have this? Or does this have to be flipped the other way for that to work? That might be what's happening here. I think I might have rotated it the wrong way. So what if we just get rid of all this road real quick? We're losing money fast just doing this stuff, and I'm just doing dumb stuff like this. It's probably not the best idea. Wow, this thing is taking forever to remove. Forever. Wow. I knew it took a while, but like, come on. Okay, so that's gone, right? Does this matter which way it's placed? I mean, obviously one side has roads, right? So what if we place it like this time? Will this resolve the issue that we're experiencing? So like this side would be service roads, right? And then this side would be public roads. Like this. I assume this will fix that issue because now the public roads can connect to the public roads, but then it'll hit the checkpoint and transition into service roads, which should automatically fix that issue, and then we should be good to go. You can already see the concrete forming under there, which means it's good to go in my opinion. Hopefully that's accurate. Okay, that's good now. Now we can place our avgas thing here that we messed up the first time. And we'll grab this here. I think I'll just place it. Yeah, we'll keep it central there on the airplane. I mean, we'll keep it where we put it last time, just actually on the service road, and that'll actually be able to be used now, which is going to be good. We can actually move forward to with what we're supposed to be doing. No. It's one of those things, you know? This is one of those things. All right. Looks like we need to select a contract now for our fuel stuff, right? So I guess not yet. They want us to buy the vehicles first. We'll buy vehicles first. We'll get 2 of these to get started, and that'll be fine. We'll speed up the game just to get through that time there. But next, it's going to ask us to get a contract for fuel before we can actually do anything. So let's go into offer contracts and fuel. It's always better to just get the better fuel. This one's $1.44 of avgas per liter, right? So $1.44. This is $1.56, $1.49, right? So Avi fuel gives us the better deal overall. So we're going to accept that one, and we'll be good there. All right, so now what's going to happen here is our fuel truck will automatically come fill this up, and then it'll give us a bunch of fuel, and we'll be set to go. You can change your settings and things like that here, so you can tell it when to refuel you. You can just leave it at 10%, and it'll be fine. I don't think there's ever a reason to change that number. It's kind of pointless, if I'm being honest. We're going to go and put some asphalt around this just to make it seem a little bit nicer. I think that'll be nice. I think we'll move our air control tower eventually, but I think for now, just leave it alone. Again, just put some asphalt around this stuff. There we go. That'll just look a little bit better. It's not like necessary, right? But it looks better. And that's why I do it. I wish they could turn around anywhere. They should be able to just like cross over, you know, but I guess not. All right. Now we can finally enable our avgas fuel service, which means any of the general aviation that come in will be able to actually get fuel here, which is going to be very good for us because they'll pay us even more money than they're already paying us. All of our income right now is obviously coming from the general aviation, but you know, it's not really worth the money effort. You know, in the long run, it's better to ditch the general aviation and then get actual flights coming in, if I'm being honest. But at first, that's kind of all you can really do. Just make your money like that. We have $1.2 million, which is kind of scary. I'm kind of waiting to start looking at building the terminal because that's going to be even scarier. Once we get to that terminal building, it's going to be kind of scary because we've already spent a lot of money and we're going to have to spend even more money to get everything going. And that's not going to be fun, but it'll start getting us to actually building our own airport, and I'm looking forward to it. I really am, you know. Are we still waiting for aircraft? It looks like we are. It's kind of a long time. I'm thinking for a terminal, by the way. I think we're going to build it like right in here. Is there planning stuff in here that I can plan with? Building tools. Toggle planning mode. There we go. Wait, what just happened? Ah, okay. Oops. All right. That's fantastic. Now it wants us to draw a terminal, which is really, really good. All right, we got a terminal placed here. Let's start getting some doors and things placed in here just to make sure everything's up and running. And let's see. Okay, so here's where we're going to start getting kind of a bit more creative with this. And when it comes to traffic flow, you want to be careful because if you're not careful, you're going to mess yourself up and you're going to have a lot of traffic problems, like serious traffic problems. So you got to be careful when you're doing this stuff. You can already see that they're already recommending for you to do like a one-way road. That's exactly what we're going to do. It'll help traffic flow a little bit easier, and it's going to help just prevent any issues. Now that road's kind of in the weird place, but it's going to be okay for now. We're going to do a nice fat sidewalk here though. Just like that, I think. And this sidewalk will be kind of where we center everything off of, right? So probably a couple of bus stops will be necessary to kind of fit everybody through here. I think we'll go like this. We'll go 1, 2 bus stops here. Should we get 4 bus stops? Yeah, why not? We'll get 4 bus stops there, okay? And that's all we're gonna do for right here. All right. Now, we obviously need roads to make this all functional. So the way we'll do this is we'll draw a strip of road. It's a single lane. That's a single lane of road right there, okay? Actually, I think what we'll do, we'll get rid of this. We'll do 2 bus stops like that. And then we will also... Should we some nice bus shelters? You put this on the bus stop? No, that doesn't make sense because it's like where the bus goes. Huh? No, we'll do some prettying of things up later on. There's no reason to do it right now. All right, car stops is where regular people are dropped off. So we'll do car stops here. Taxis usually pick people up, I think, in real life. I don't know. I mean, okay, that sounded really like non-believable at all. Obviously, taxis can pick people up too, right? And like drop people off too. But I feel like it makes more sense to be picked up by a taxi than to be dropped off by a taxi. I don't know. My mind works kind of weird. Now, we need a central entrance. But I don't think that's going to be how this airport works. I think it'll be... We'll have a door there. And then I think we'll do some doors here in the middle. I don't just want 1 door. I think we'll do 2 doors. Like that. Is that even centered? No, that would be centered. So we'll get rid of this middle door. Just like that. And then we'll put in some windows there and that'll be good. Do we have to... I put a small window here? That's fantastic. It works. Yes, okay. Put in a couple of large windows here just to kind of get it looking nice. And that'll be kind of our start. And while they finish all this stuff, we can start looking at what's next, all right? So, terminal planning is going to be something that's going to take us a pretty long while to get done. So it's something we're going to take a look at next episode. And I know I'm kind of a bit of a tease when it comes to that right there, right? But if we're not we're running out of money. What we'll do here is we're going to open these. Oh, we're going to open these to general aviation, so we can start making some more money off of these for now. And then later on we'll switch them to commercial. But for now we can get 5 additional flights coming in, and that'll really help our income come in big time, right? So that's double the income we're getting right now, which is gonna hopefully break us even. We don't have many employees. I say that we have 113 builders here, which is kind of insane, but anyways, thank you so much for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure, and until next time, take care of yourselves, and bye-bye.